Hello everybody, it's Vaultboyhunter with Magicgatheringstrat.com. I'm making a video, not a gameplay video, it is a video about the league, yay! Something that we decided to do with the launch of the new site, to run a league, because who knows when they're going to come back on MTGO as part of the client. Even then, they're not going to really have the freedom of running your own league. You're going to join a league that's existing and get matched up against random people. We really thought it would be a good opportunity to create kind of a community, getting to play with the writers and the video makers as well as against each other. Just kind of a unique, fun thing to do. The league itself is, I'm going to run it, Vaultboyhunter, Sam, me. The reason we're doing a league to start out is because we do have writers and viewers and such from all over the world, and a league is a nice way of getting games in without having to sit and waste 5 hours a week on a daily or a premiere event. Typically you don't have to worry about the client crashing because you're only playing a match a week, and that's nice. And it just gives a lot of freedom to just get your game done and be done for the week. I'm running it. We're doing everything through the site. I've seen people run leagues through Gatherling. I don't really care for it. It's a great site for pre's and for weekly events. I don't think it works all that great for anything that rolls longer than 4 hours in a top 8 or whatever. The league is going to be Silver Black Modern. I love the format. I'm running it, so I wanted to do something that I would think would be fun for a long period of time. I love Silver Black. It's like Pauper, but with uncommons, kind of the name implies. But really, it being modern makes it balanced commons with uncommons that act as answers, add power, and it's a great format. I've played a lot of the pre's before it kind of went away because of Nyabok stepping away from the game. Fairly busy dude, so completely understandable that he would do that. But it's been a while since it's ran. I think the last time it did was back in March. It was before Journey came out. I think it may have been before Born came out, but that's neither here nor there. Kind of the reasons about Silver Black is the power of the format. It's also very budgety, very budget-based. Path to Exile, Aether Vials, Kitchen Finks, Eternal Witness are kind of the most expensive cards in the format. And they're kind of pushed up just by being really good in a lot of different modern decks. Getting past that, though, you really get into just a really affordable format. I'm going to show you a deck that I'm going to start out with playing, and it's a special deck for me, and it was still less than, I think, $10 to completely put together, and it's super competitive, which I love. So Modern, I picked that format because, yeah, commons are good but not broken. Uncommons are great. They add a lot of answers, and in a format where you're playing only commons and uncommons, it's nice to have that extra layer of, hey, I have a good fundamental deck here, but I need to be able to interact with this deck or that deck. It runs just the modern ban list plus Expedition Map and Intangible Virtue. Expedition Map is because without it being banned, Tron is just one step too consistent, and when it's that consistent, it really can take over the format, and we don't want that. And then Lingering Souls, not because Lingering Souls is a really powerful card, but really because it enables tokens to the degree where once again it can just take over the format. Lingering Souls is legal, Midnight Haunting is legal, Spectral Possession is legal, so it just can get out of control very, very quick. Other than that, there's no unbans from the commons and uncommons that are banned in Modern, unless Wizards unbans them. The last time the event ran while Mikado was still banned, it has been unbanned, so it's not on the ban list. Time-shifted cards, the only one that's legal is Dragon Whelp. So yes, play all the Dragon Whelps you want. I will allow the 40 Dragon Whelp 20 Mountains deck if you really want to go that route. It would be consistent, but I don't think you would consistently lose. But your choice. Some of the rules of the league. I'm in charge. Let's see. Rules. The length of the league is going to really be determined how many people we get to sign up. The longer it is, the more people, the longer, because I really want people to get a chance to kind of play around with each other. So the more people that sign up to facilitate that, the longer the league's going to need to be. The decks, as long as you're playing a legal deck, you can change it every week. Just keep it silver black legal, and then you'll be fine. Unlike with a constructed league, when Wizards gets them up and running, you're going to really be tied into the same deck every week. And I don't really like that idea. I mean, I like that ability to go, this is a deck that I'm familiar with and I want to play it over and over again. But at the same time, I want to see a metagame shift around. I want to see, I want to be able to change my sideboard, especially if I hit something in the first week that I go, I want to change this around. So I want that freedom, and I like that freedom, and I want to give everybody that freedom. You use the same account. I know a lot of people have alts, and there's no problem with that, but it's going to make it really hard for your opponent to find you online if you play on alts during league times, whenever you set up with your opponent, and it's going to make it really hard for me to track points and all of that good stuff, and that's part of the league. Matches will be posted Monday evenings. I'm going to try to do it when the article goes up. That's something Bob and I don't know if we have picked out an exact time. I want it to be in the evenings because that allows me a little lag time if there are some late reports coming in. I work Central Standard Time from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Mondays. So I have a job where I can check on things, but I can't really do anything Magic related while at work. So I'll be able to get home, finish up the article, hand it over to Baba, and then he'll put it up. So it'll be fairly quick. Postings, you have to post all of your match results by midnight Central Standard Time on Sunday. Right now, Central Standard Time is 5 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time for Europeans out there. So add whatever amount of hours you need to add to Greenwich Mean Time and then figure it out from there. So Dan is 6 hours ahead of us right now, where he is in the wonderful land of Sweden. Points. Everything's tracked by points. 5 points for a win, 2 points for a loss, 1 point for a draw. Draws are going to be used for unreported matches and for naturally occurring draws. If there is tiebreakers, of course, those will go off of win records, win ratios. After a certain amount of rounds, we'll have a clear top 8, and then that top 8 will actually go for the last week. Of the league, and we'll kind of just end up with a grand winner at that point. Let's see, deck lists. Play a legal deck. Make sure that your opponent is playing a legal deck. So if there's any cheating going on, guys, please don't cheat. Just screenshot it and send it to me, and we'll take action. Basically, first offense, I want to be lenient and go, maybe you made a mistake, didn't use the filter to filter out rares or whatever, but really we don't want to kind of, playing rares really will screw the format up. It just shifts things around so much. So don't play rares. I mean, I know everybody wants to play with their most powerful cards. That's kind of the fun of Silver Black, is creating rare-like interactions out of commons and uncommons, and it's totally possible. So it just adds a level of having to create, and I like that. I'm a brewer. I enjoy that a whole bunch. Signing up is easy. Just go to the comments section, and I'm going to post a couple links for you guys, and just sign up through there. Sign up with your name, your username for MTGO, and email address. As I said, matches will be reported every Monday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Reporting matches, both players should report in the comments section on the article I put up announcing the matches. And make sure that you guys report with your username, who you played against, and the win-loss result. 2-0, 2-1, 1-1 draw, whatever it ends up being. You can screenshot if you're unconfident that the other player, we all get tilted. There's no problem with that. If you want to screenshot because you think your opponent's a little tilted and might not put it up, or might go, hey, I'm a little too steamed up right now, you take care of it. Feel free to screenshot it. If you're not reported by midnight on Sunday, it's going to be a draw. And the thing about draws is you're not going to get anywhere with 1 point. If you're afraid of losing, don't really be, because a loss is still better than 2 draws. Play your matches. It's so much cooler to do that. I don't have time as a person with a wife and a child and a job to arrange the matches for you guys. So arrange them yourselves. You can put it off to the last minute. You can play it whenever you want. That's one of the cool parts about leagues. Because it gives you so much time to do it. I mean, 7 days in between the article going up with the matches and when you have to report means that you have that time. I would ask for everybody on each side of the gigantic ocean between most of us to try to be as flexible as possible and get the matches done. You can be a spike. I'm a spike. I'm a casual spike, but I'm still a spike. I enjoy winning above pretty much everything else that this game requires. But be polite. This is about building community as much as it is playing the game, really. And if you go bonkers on your opponent, it's going to get back to me. And I don't want to kick somebody out of the league over being unsportsmanlike. And I know I'm a pretty good guy at knowing, hey, this is jovial, this is fun. Trash talking is part of any organized thing. But there's a fine line between talking trash and actually getting after somebody. So don't get after somebody. Be a good person. 2 weeks from the article being posted, which was yesterday, for the sign-up, at the point where I get a full list of everybody signing up, I'm going to create a spreadsheet. I'm going to randomize matches for the first week, and then from there we're going to go off of the point system. So it's going to be pairings based off of points from that point forward. But that's pretty much how it's going to work, because that's how the most convenient way it's going to be. Allow watchers when you play. You don't really have to create a special Silver Black League or Magic Gathering Strat League indicator on there. But if I see a couple people playing and I know that it's a league match, I want to be able to pop in. One of the funnest things about playing any sort of organized event is getting to scout. And they do it at Pro Tours, they do it at qualifiers. We should be able to do it here. And that does allow me to kind of keep an eye on everybody going, hey, that looks like a good deck, I don't see any rares, blah blah blah. I know Dan, myself, maybe Baba, Brennan, we all plan on taping matches, because we like to do that, making videos, put up on the YouTube channel, expect us on our best behavior. Most of us are pretty straightforward when we play, but I know Brennan and I like to goof around. Dan is very focused, and I think Bob is pretty much too from his videos. So 2 things for winning. First place gets to pick the next league format. Now, we're going to kind of stay with kind of a budgetary consideration, because playing Modern and playing Standard straight, pretty expensive. Pay to play is a term that gets tossed around. Play to win is another term, even though I think you can still have a deck that you net decked and purchased and still not know how to play it. So you don't really pay to win, you pay to have a good deck, but you still have to be a good player to get there. But that's just my opinion. Keeping it in mind, though, we kind of picked out 4 formats for the next league: Heirloom, Pauper, Standard Pauper, and Standard Silver Black. Or in the week after the top 8, I'm gonna do an article about kind of a wrap-up. And included in that wrap-up is going to be a community vote opportunity that everybody can get together and vote for a 5th format. And that 5th format can be anything that the community votes on, and the winner can pick from that as well. So they might go see that 5th format and go, I want Heirloom. And just go, boom, I know the community voted, but I love Heirloom, that's what we're rocking. And then the second prize is something that I'm putting out there, and that's a set of foil Urza lands. And I went looking for a set today, and I could not find any. I could find a couple Urza's Mines out there. I couldn't find any towers. I had a really hard time finding more than one of any art. And I don't know about you guys, but when I build a deck, I like to get all of the same form, all of the same set, all of the same art, and that way it's a little harder for my opponent to track what I've played game after game. That's just something that I like to do. So I'm going to give the winner my foil set of Urza's lands. I love them. My favorite deck in the format is the Urzatron deck. And that actually leads me to what I'm going to do next. Anyway, here's the kind of the end of the article. And as I said, I'm going to link these articles in the video. Sign up here, right here. Name, email, the message. Just put in there, hey, I am my MTG username is blah blah blah. If you could put where you're at. You don't have to tell me the city, but go, I'm in Germany. I'm in Kansas, that's where I am, and I'm ready. You guys can shoot me an email if you want some help brewing. Vaultboyhunter@gmail.com. I set up for the website. You can message me on MTGO. I love to brew. It's one of my favorite things ever at the game. I've already helped out a few people that are interested in playing. Happy to help anybody out. And one thing that I can say, just from because it's out there, if you go to Gatherlink, where did I put Gatherlink? Right here. Okay. if you go to Gatherling and you go to events, even though it hasn't ran in a while, you can come down here, see if it's still up. He did a cleanup. Dable did a cleanup, Deval, however you pronounce that. You can still find Silver Black. Here's the last one that I won, is Silver Black 4.1, and you can get a lot of deck ideas from here. The one thing I will tell you, since it is a little dated, you're not going to have anything from the last 2 sets in it. And then with M15 coming out here in like a month, a little over a month, that's going to change things around a little bit too. So as soon as M15 is legal, it's going to be legal here. So, but that's a good resource to kind of get a footing of what wins and what doesn't. The format is going to be, the reason I really like it is because you can play aggro, you can play control, you can play combo within the parameters of playing commons and uncommons, and have a really good deck and have a really good time. So that being said, I'm gonna spoil what I'm gonna start out playing in the league. There's my son. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna start out playing. I'm gonna start out playing my Shinytron deck. Yay, Shinytron. So these are the lands. I'm gonna, give me one sec. I wish it kind of defaulted to preview plane being open. Okay, so forests. Got a couple. Urza's Factory, a Shimmering Grotto, Urza's Mines, all the same art. Urza's Power Plants, all the same art. Urza's Tower is my favorite tower art. And a couple Vivid Lands, some Chromatic Stars, some cool Mana Rocks, a couple Eternal Witnesses. Just look at this beautiful deck. Look at all the shininess. Look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Here's my sideboard. This sideboard is going to change. I hate the fact that it's not acknowledging that I have the Pyroclasms, but that's okay. The sideboard is going to change because this is the old sideboard from the metagame that was running previously. I don't know what the metagame is going to be. I adjust sideboards constantly. So if you ever see me write an article, I might put up a sideboard, but it's going to be with the kind of the ellipses around it of being, this is for that event. It's not going to be a typically sideboard plan unless the format is like super stable, and I don't know. This format's probably not going to be exactly the most stable to start out with. So, but yeah, this is the deck that I'm going to start out rocking because this is too good not to. But just to give you guys an idea of like some of the kind of the generative shenanigans you can get up to. Like, this deck is just full on value. Like the things you can do here. Sorry about that, I'm cleaning things up. You've got your Tron to generate big mana. You got your stars and your prisms that not only fix your mana, they also draw your cards. A couple Girl Signets to ramp a little. Scrying, Reapin' So to go search. Eternal Witness to recur. Fire Spot. That is the Silver Black Wrath of God right there. Crystal Shard to bounce creatures that have enter into battlefield effects. And let me tell you, all of my creatures do. So you got your Muldrifters, your Acidic Slimes, your Brutalizer Exarchs. Those guys are bonkers in the format. They search you out a creature if you need one, or they interact with your opponent's permanents like the Acidic Slimes do. An Artisan of Kozilek. Oh yeah. when you absolutely have to play an Eldrazi, but you can't play a rare, you play an Artisan, because Annihilator is awesome, a 10/9 for 9, and the ability to return a creature from the graveyard. Woe is the opponent that has 2 Artisans swinging in on him, because things aren't going to be pretty. So just an idea of, yeah, as I said, of just kind of the cool, fun things you can do with the deck, with the format. But yeah, no, that's basically it. I want to thank you guys for watching. As I said, follow the links to go and sign up. And I hope to be playing against all you guys soon. So thank you much. Bye.